Okay, let's go. We insert the logo into the composition, press S to show the scale and reduce its size. We type Vegas in the effect and preset section and insert it on the logo layer. We reduce its segments. If we select transparent from the blend mode section, so we can see that the lines appear on the logo and the logo disappears. On the other hand, increase the number of lines by increasing the segments. If we want it to be low, we give it 1. Also reduce the amount of length a little. And check the random phase item. So, appears lines on the logo randomly. Also, by changing the rotation, you will see how the change is applied to the logo. As you can see, the color is yellow. We type glow in the effect compressor section and insert this effect on the layer. As you can see, it took on a glowing state. From the project section at the bottom, you can see if the PVC value is 8, the brightness is much lower. The PVC can also have 16 and 32 values, which we set to 32 here. Well, we reduce glow intensity a bit. 0.2, it's okay. Set the glow radius to 20. So, insert the glow effect on the layer once again. This time, we set the glow intensity to 0.2 and the glow radius to 60. And insert the glow effect on the layer once again. This time, we set glow radius to 120 and the glow intensity to 1. So as you can see, radiance takes on a much more natural and neon state. Now, we want to fill in the gaps that are not clear in the logo and are black. Change these black areas with another colors. So to do this, we duplicate the layer and select blue in the color section. In fact, we want to empty a space in the logo to be blue this time. We change the amount of rotation, as you can see. Yellow and blue merge, and we have both color in the image. Now, if we select screen of mode section, you see the parts that are common appears between blue and yellow. If we increase the amount of length a bit, their common parts will increase. Well, we select the two layers and then pre-comp. Activate the Move All attribute into the new composition item. Rename the composition name to Neon Logo and press OK. Right click and select Solid from New tab and create a new solid. Type Fractal Noise in Effect and Preset section and insert this effect on the solid layer. Increase the amount of contrast and also brightness a little. And as you can see, the image changes. Right click on the solid, select Pre-Compose and rename its name to Floor Map, then press OK. This fractal noise is a map of that image that is going to fall to the ground. Now duplicate the neon logo layer, the following. Press toggle switch and turn on the 3Ds feature because we want to rotate this layer so that it looks like it has fallen to the ground. Set the X rotation to 95 and lower it. We exactly place it under the logo. Press S to show the scale and increase it a bit in the effect compressor section. Type compound blur and insert it on the neon logo pre-comp, which is our reflexing layer. Then select floor map from blur layer. As a result, this composition becomes the fractal noise state that we previously create in the floor map layer. Select neon logo layer, press T to show opacity and reduce the opacity a bit. In the following, right click and make a new adjustment layer. Type glow in the effect compressor section. We intend to paint a glow on the whole image, so we put this effect on this adjustment layer. Reduce the amount of glow intensity and the amount of glow radius. Intensity 0.1 and radius 19. It's okay. Put lower the layer that relate to the shadow on the ground. Search blur in the effect compressor section and select the fast box blur item and insert it on the composition layer. Set the blur dimension to the horizontal mode for the layer that relate to the shadow on the ground. Increase blur radius. As you can see, it has a state of elongation as if liquid had spilled on the ground. Duplicate the layer that relates to the ground. Turn off the fast blur. This time, as you can see, we see the scattering of the color on the ground as if the shadow of the logo has fallen on the ground, or as if a light reflex has hit the water on the ground. Open a new adjustment layer. This time, search curves in the effect compressor section. We are going to modify this color a little. Remove part of the chart in a way that the highlighted part become brighter and the shadow parts become less. Enter the neon logo composition. Click on the tool layer, press T to show opacity. We have to create wiggle full opacity, which takes on and off. In order to write the wiggle expression, we have to hold Alt key and press the stopwatch beside the opacity. A new section opens for the coding that we type here wiggle, which contains two values. The first value indicates the number of the time it is turned off and on, and the second value indicates its intensity. So wiggle 20 and 75, it means turns on and off with 75 intensity 20 times. Do the same for the bottom layer, which is the yellow part of Vegas. Hold Alt or Option in the Mac and press the stopwatch. Type the wiggle 885 this time. Play and see how it went. We enter the neon logo and insert keyframe for the rotation in Vegas section. In order to not only does the light turn on and off, but it also moves. Insert keyframe at first, set the first part to 0, set the second keyframe to 2. It means it spins twice. And do the same for the bottom layer. Set first keyframe 0 and the second keyframe -1. And finally, we want to set the camera and give it a zoom in the mode when animating the logo. So select new from layer tab, and the following selects camera. So set the present to 50mm and press P to show the position. Before that, enable 3D capability for all layers. Now we want to insert the keyframes for camera position. First of all, we move the Z elements a little further back, then insert keyframe. Put the keyframe at the beginning of the timeline to start from here and move the Z element forward as far as we want the camera to come forward. This is the band's logo animation.